So I started filming this on Friday and it's now Monday, and I realised, as always, one of my downfalls is that I never come at these things prepared, fully prepared, because this is a low design I'm going to make in this glass bowl. What I had to start with were these floral frogs, which are only 4 centimetres wide. I was using the floral fix to attach them to the bottom because I had 2 of them, and because they were so small, what was happening was that I popped them in, started arranging the flowers in, and the design was just falling forward because these weren't big enough. So I'm doing a YouTube short on this and you'll see that as well, but this is a plastic floral frog, you could say that, with 3 suction pads on the back. So my hope is, because A, it is bigger, B, it has suction pads on the back, and C, I'm going to use some clear floral sellotape and create a grid across the top. That, I'm hoping, will help everything stay in place. Let's get started. But before we do, as always, my name's Grace. I am the owner of Young Blooms and this flower channel. Lovely to have you with me. I'm going to stand up because I can't arrange flowers sitting down. As I say, I'm going to make a grid. I have done a grid, and hopefully, if the light is right, you can see it shining, the sellotape shining in the light. So there you go, grid is made. I'm not going to put water in just yet, I don't think. I'm just going to start with flowers and see how we get on. So, a slug of coffee. I'm sorry you can't see my head, but quite frankly, it's not about me, it's about the flowers. These are the flowers I started with on Friday, hence why they're already cut. I'm just going to give them a fresh cut. So always with floral frogs, good sharp angled stem. I'm going to be slightly traditional about this and work in 3s. I want an all-round display that could quite happily sit on a table, reception table. So I don't want anything too huge, but equally I want it to be nice and full. So purple stock. I've also got some allium, which were already stinky as soon as they came. Actually, they're not as smelly now, which is quite nice. Smaller ball at the top. So where did we get to? We've got alliums in. You can't really see the top of this tall one, but hey ho. I'm going to put number 3 in and make this one quite short. Okay, so we have 3 alliums, 3 stock. And I'm now going to put in some of these ranunculus. So these are the peachy orange that I have. You can see them, oops, just there. Rather beautiful kind of soft orange colour. It's gorgeous. I don't have a vast amount of experience designing it into floral frogs really. I use them in a very sort of functional fashion as a mechanic to get the design that I want. So to understand structure, I tend to do by eye more than anything, rather than having rules in my head of what I should be or shouldn't be doing, which sometimes I think is quite a nice way to go, because it sort of frees your brain up of thinking I should or shouldn't do this. I'm dotting around a bit, but there's now 3 tulips. They're double-headed, purpley red colour, which look very glorious. I think this type of arrangement is definitely one to persevere through, because it can feel a bit like it's not much of anything to start with and you can get easily frustrated. I have these pink ranunculus, which I'm going to stick a wire up because they are quite flaky, and you probably need to watch the video on how to wire a ranunculus. Always make sure you've got wire cutters, that's for sure. But it just means, ooh, you can bend it as well, which is quite exciting. 1 wired ranunculus. So onward with more ranunculus. The interesting thing I think about this design is drawing the eye down, because you don't want all of the bulk here. You kind of, I think, as my old boss used to say, it's room for the butterflies. So it's allowing, if you're sat at a table, it's thinking about where the eye goes as it looks at the flowers, you know, the spaces sometimes rather than the flowers. So for instance, you would maybe think to put a flower inside the arrangement. I don't know whether you can see, there's a ranunculus just in here. You could even put one lower. So I'll see if I can do this. So it's kind of tucking itself down into the arrangement, which is quite nice. And then you could bring, maybe, for instance, a tulip out, so that again the eye gets drawn away to the shape of that tulip drape over the side. So I'm going to add some more stocks in to get a bit more bulk and keep adding ranunculus. So this tape for me is working well. It's nice to have it to hold flowers, make sure they're not sort of falling, or stop them falling to some extent. The frog feels like it's holding quite nicely, which is good. So I've just changed the angle a bit so you can see closer up what's going on, and you can see where the stems are. It's looking quite nice, I'm quite liking the shape. I'm going to carry on with a couple of the stocks. Their heads, the top of the stock heads got knocked off, but I quite like that. because the bulk of the stem is still there, and that's what I'm really wanting. Another stock, cutting these all quite short. So what have I got? 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put 2 more in. So just turning it round. One with its head knocked off and one not. Right, so now to break up this purple because it feels quite dominant. I've got these, one bunch of these Winston Churchill, just poking them in. The white, I think, just breaks the dominant purple up, which is quite nice. Adding them lower down, you can see here, one further out. Keep turning, I think always keep turning, because otherwise you can find one side is filled up and then one side looks really bare. We are getting there, it's looking quite nice. I'm going to add in 2 more of these purple allium, you can see. I'm going to make this one super short. And because the tape is there, that's held by the tape. It's not necessarily hit frog, so it's not being secured by the frog, but it is held in place, which is lovely. Again, turning, I've got quite a bit of space here, so I'm going to use some of these ranunculus. Again, this one's got, you can see, it's got a slight terrifying bend, so I'm going to put a wire up. Right, so we've got space around here, because I can still see the mechanic of the floral frog. This side is nearly full, and I think this will be rather lovely when it's finished. I'm going to add these orange ranunculus in, just to fill up the gaps and spaces. I like the difference of a tight ranunculus because that can stick out nice and tall and not be too much in your face, but over time obviously will open up. And then using the slightly more open ranunculus to fill little gaps at the bottom. Right, I think that's getting there. A few more around the base, hiding those spaces you don't want to see. That, I think, is quite fun. Right, I'm going to show you an overall shot and you can see the finished design. Okay, so here is the finished design in the doorway of my workshop, you can see. So quite pleased with how it's turned out. Highly recommend these plastic floral frogs, they work a treat. And hopefully you can see my thoughts around sort of recessing ranunculus within the design so the eye is drawn into the centre of the design. I think that works quite well. And it will be lovely to see as this develops, as the ranunculus start to open, and see how the shape of the design changes. As always, lovely to be with you and thank you for watching. Hope you found this helpful and I look forward to seeing you next time.